Hakeem Jeffries just threw down the gauntlet, and Congress is stunned. Spoiler alert, he's already won this round too. I'm David Reddish. Welcome back to Occupy Democrats. Conventional wisdom today says the Democrats have a brand problem. For all Donald Trump's chaos, the ineptitude of his administration, their illegal actions, and his yo-yoing capriciousness on policy like tariffs, the American people still hesitate to look to the Democrats for reliable opposition, let alone leadership. Opinion polling hasn't shown the Democrats in any kind of enviable position either, and those both inside and outside the party have wondered, with Biden out of the White House and Nancy Pelosi stepping down from House leadership, exactly who is the party's standard bearer? We don't have a clear answer to that question just yet, but several politicians are rapidly emerging as the next Democratic bigwig. Governors like Tim Walz and Josh Shapiro have become outspoken media figures in the era of Trump 2.0. Pete Buttigieg has all but said he wants to run for president in 2028. And Jasmine Crockett and Amy Klobuchar have shown themselves to be lions of the legislature. Last week also saw Cory Booker give the longest speech in Senate history, and he's become a folk hero out of it. Add to that gallery one more name. Hakeem Jeffries, House Minority Leader. Jeffries took over stewardship of the Democratic caucus following Nancy Pelosi's retirement, and though he was personally mentored and trained by Pelosi, questions have remained about his effectiveness as a Democratic leader. That has started to rapidly change, as Jeffries has taken the fight to a whole new level. You're gonna love this. But first, we need a bit of a context. In the past week alone, Jeffries has become a fiery critic of Donald Trump and his administration. Here's what he had to say about Elon Musk's role in the cabinet a week ago.
Elon Musk is completely and totally on the run. This guy is one of the most unpopular figures in the country because Donald Trump has unleashed him. Republicans are going to try to distance themselves now from Elon Musk. It's not going to work. It's too late. You're attached at the hip, and you're going to feel the consequences of it, just like you did in Wisconsin last night.
Jeffries didn't stop there either. That same day, he had this to say about Trump's trade war.
This is not Liberation Day, it's Recession Day in the United States of America. That's what the Trump tariffs are going to do. Crash the economy.
Lo and behold, the man was right. Now, with Republicans turning on Trump over those aforementioned tariffs, Hakeem Jeffries wants to take a moment to remind the Congress what real leadership looks like. And, for the record, that is not House Speaker Mike Johnson, who has shown himself spineless to rein in Trump's chaos. Yesterday, fed up with trade wars, billionaire tax cuts, and the butchery of essential government programs, Jeffries challenged Mike Johnson to an old-fashioned throwdown, Lincoln Douglas style. Jeffries has posted an open letter to Johnson challenging him to a one-on-one debate. Dear Speaker Johnson, I write to request a one-on-one debate, formerly known as a colloquy, on the House floor tomorrow with respect to the Republican budget resolution. Over the weekend, the Senate passed a budget resolution that would cut Medicaid, food assistance, and veterans benefits in order to provide a $7 trillion tax break that would primarily benefit wealthy billionaires like Elon Musk. Republican members of Congress have repeatedly denied that painful cuts will be made. However, the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office has confirmed that based on the text of the budget proposal, there is nowhere else for cuts of such magnitude to come from other than areas like critical healthcare programs relied upon by everyday Americans to survive. The American people deserve to know the truth. I look forward to a one-on-one debate with you on the House floor to fully and transparently explain and defend our differing budget values to the American people. Now, to be clear, this is not the standard dusty budget debate usually seen in the House. Hakeem Jeffries has something else in mind. A mano-a-mano substantive debate with the House Speaker himself. This isn't just challenging Johnson to defend his budget cuts, it's a challenge to his prowess and leadership as a politician. Johnson thinks the American people are okay with his budget. Let's see him put that to the test. Now, it would be easy to brush this off as a publicity stunt, and to some extent that is true. But here's the part that's easy to overlook. If Johnson refuses this debate, and he likely will, Jeffries will have already won. Johnson will look even more like a coward in the eyes of the American people and in the eyes of his own party. Jeffries, meanwhile, will have affirmed his place as a courageous Democratic leader not afraid of a fight. Who will look weak then? Sun Tzu said in The Art of War that the best way to win a war was to win without a fight. And Hakeem Jeffries did just that. The Democrats still have a ways to go toward articulating a vision and a message for the future of their party and for the nation. But showing courage and showing leadership is half the battle. And Hakeem Jeffries has already won this fight. Score one for the good guys. This is Occupy Democrats.